start gaining some more weight.
Hi, this is Decor and More, and this video is going to be about the diamond paintings I've been doing for the last few years. I got hooked on it, and now I can't stop, and I order a lot of what I'm showing today from Walmart. Excuse me. And I mean, not Walmart, Temu. Temu has a really big selection for diamond painting. Prices are reasonable. It comes in a complete kit, so there's not really anything additional you need to add, unless there are convenient little items that make the job easier or the craft easier. So you can take a look at the Temu and see what you like. But I'm going to go ahead and show you the ones I've been doing, and I've been now looking for frames. The first one's going to be a winter Christmas scene with a snowman. This one measures 40 by 40 centimeters. Now these frame sizes are hard to find. I do have some temporary frames that Temu has come out with, and I've been collecting those, and I've got more coming in. Excuse me. And I am going to be selling these. If you like something in this, you just let me know the description of the painting and what size I tell you. 40 by 40s run like $20. This is with no frame, and this is with no temporary frame that I get from Temu. Now some of them do have those, and I'll let you know. The temporary frames just add another $5. Now the next one I have is one for the fall. It's a scarecrow with some sunflowers and autumn leaves, pumpkins. He has a little hat on, cute little face. And this is also a 40 by 40. Now when I do these 40 by 40s, they do take about a week. Sometimes longer, because I can't do it for very long, so I have to cut myself off and try another day. This one's a 30 by 30. It's with the old-fashioned Mustang, the Route 66. A lot of boys or man caves would like this. I have a floral that measures 9 by 12. Now 9 by 12 is not hard to find as far as a frame. Now some of these frames I may have to look for in a gift shop. Not a gift shop, a antique store. And it's the old antique frames. And this one I get kind of mixed up which way it goes. I guess it's this way. These are beautiful roses. In the vintage thrift stores, they always have the old frames, and a lot of the old frames were in these measurements, 40 by 40 centimeters. Like now it's hard to find frames for these because of the shape, because the newer frames now are totally opposite sizes. I've got several frames in there that I'm trying to get some of these to fit into, and I get all frustrated. But anyway, this one's a barn. I love my red barns, especially old antique ones that are about to fall on you. We see a lot of those in Iowa when you're traveling the country. This has an old dirt road. But these diamonds, they're called drills, the little beads. They have a little angle to them that kind of makes them shine like a diamond. Now this one is in a temporary frame. These are removable, or you can hang these on the wall. The backing is all sticker, or you can just peel off the top and hang it. Make sure you hang it where the picture goes in at the top, so that way it doesn't fall out the bottom. These are magnetic, so they do stay together. Now this one is a 30 by 30 with a frame. So you would add $5, so it would be $25 total in this temporary frame. All right. Now this one I decided to do because a lot of people like the wolves and the eagles. It is also in the 20 temporary frame, so that makes it $20 because it's a 30 by 30. And you can also do these in other different ways. You can decoupage them, or because it seals it clear, and you can put it on whatever surface you think. You can do a piece of wood and stain it, cut it in a certain shape and stain it, and apply this to it and cover it in that clear decoupage, I think it's called. This one's also at the top, has the adhesive backing. 30 by 30 is $25 with the frame, temporary frame. Now this one's a different type. I like to do these, they go quick. It's not the entire canvas that's covered in the drills. They're called special beading. They're a little more shiny, a little more decorative. This is the gnome, sunflower gnome. I love my little gnomes. And it's a 30 by 30 in a temporary frame, $25. This one's the Winnie Pooh. For those Winnie Pooh lovers, there's a group you can join on the internet and Facebook, I believe, where everybody shows their Winnie Pooh stuff. And this is my diamond painting. He has his little bees and his honey. This is great for a nursery or a toddler's room or even a playroom. I have all these Disney characters. $25 with a temporary frame. I have the cat and pumpkin. Halloween pumpkin, Halloween cat with the little orange eyes. Some of them have the black cat, some of them have green eyes. And the butterfly and the leaves. Very pretty for Halloween and fall. 30 by 30. This is a Halloween decorative one for the Halloween day, or you can put it up a few days before with the ghost and the little black cat in the doorway with the pumpkin decorations outside. And Casper the ghost. 30 by 30. Now this one's a different size. It's a little bigger. It runs, it's more rectangle rather than square. And it runs 40 by 30. Has some cute little characters. Aren't they cute? And it's in the temporary frame. Now, being a different size, a little bigger, this one would run 25. So with the frame, it would be 30. $30 total. Now this one is the very first one I did. So the spacing's a little off. I got better at it as I kept going. Has the gnome and the black cat and the pumpkin, Halloween pumpkin and the broom. Now this one's the 40 by 30 also. It's in the rectangular shape. So that would run $30. We also have a Disney character cute for a playroom or toddler room is the Daffy Duck. Not Daffy Duck. Donald Duck. 40 by 30 in the temporary frame. There's cute little characters in the background. I hope you're enjoying these. I love doing this video. I like finally showing my diamond paintings that I've been doing for several years now. This one is a snow scene for winter. Has a little wagon and the barn and some evergreens. This is 30 by 30 with the frame would be $30. Just give me the description in the comments, and I will email you back, and we'll go from there. This one I love. This is actually for any time of the year. Mostly I put it out on Easter. Sometimes I just leave it out when there's no particular holiday. I do have another one of this one. This one was where I didn't get enough drills for doing in this section in the rocks. So I made that up with the extra drills that I have from other paintings. This is the 40 by 30 in the frame, so it would run $30. The temporary frames do have adhesive on the back where you could pull a strip off so you don't have to stick the whole thing to your wall. These frames are magnetic, so once you hang them, they will stay in the frame. I'm trying to figure out how to put this one in. Okay, this one's from the bottom. Usually I do them from the top. But the adhesive, you can pull a strip off at the top or pull the whole thing and attach it to different surfaces, pieces of wood that maybe you've cut out, stained it, put this on it. That would match these colors. Let me show you the other one. This one was where I got all the drills for it, and you can see how different it looks. The cross is really beautiful, and the way he's holding out Jesus is holding his hands out. It's very comforting. That one's the 40 by 30 also. And now I have Mickey Mouse, good for a toddler playroom. And this is one from Fantasia, where he's the wizard. Very magical. A lot of people like Mickey Mouse. I love Mickey Mouse. Right now on my door, I have one for the Memorial Day and July 4th, where it's Mickey Mouse with a flag in the background. This one is actually from Walmart. I thought I'd try theirs out. Their number system runs different. But this was $10 at Walmart. They had other ones that were animals, tigers and wildlife animals. This one is let me read it here. Total size, with not being trimmed, it's 24.4 by 13.8 inches. That's an odd shaped frame. Another size with the trimming gone is 21.3 inches by 10.6 inches. So that would have to be a frame that you make yourself. A lot of men are very handy with that. Some ladies. But also I'm going to check the vintage thrift stores and check their old frames, because sometimes frames are custom made and you might get lucky and find one that size. Make sure you take your tape measure. This is another Christmas scene with the globe lighting, making it look like at night. The male and female cardinal. And a little Christmas decoration under the light on a lamppost. This one is without the frame, so it's 30 by 30, and it would be 25 because there's no frame. Santa Claus, we got a 40 by 40. 40 by 40s are going to run $30. With a temporary frame, you add $5 to that. Where you find 40 by 40s, I'm not sure, unless it's like at a vintage antique store. But good old Santa Claus has his bag of toys. Isn't he a cute little Santa Claus? It reminds me of the Coca-Cola Santa Claus. And he has his presents there. I have another 30 by 30. It's with a Easter theme. in the beautiful earth tones. And it says Saved by Grace. I had to kind of work with the lettering because it wasn't coming out right with the pattern that they had me go by. But the pattern is right on here. When you put the dot over it, then it turns into the diamond painting. This is a 30 by 30 with no frame. Then next is the 40 by 40 of the good old 57 Bel Air or 56 Bel Air at a drive-in. Not drive-in. Yeah, drive-in. It says drive-in. Drive-in would be those old movies shown outdoors and concession stand. And so people aren't going to get to know what those are. For my generation, it was popular because you saved a lot of money taking your whole family in the car. So this is a good man cave picture, especially if they like 56, 57 Chevy Bel Air. Then I got another 40 by 40. I got brave and did the bigger size. I do have 50 by 50. I'll show those in a little bit. Of Mickey Mouse and sunflowers sealed, and behind them looks like a Volkswagen bus. But this one was so much fun because I love sunflowers. But Mickey and Minnie in the back of a truck with their sunflowers. Then I have another Pooh with the Eeyore and Baby Pooh. Cute for the nursery with some butterflies sitting on a cloud. This is 40 by 40, no frame. Cute for a nursery. Toddler room or playroom. Then I have one that reminded me of my grandsons because they go fishing. And this just made my heart melt. The only thing missing was I wanted it to be two boys. That's why I'd like to design my own somehow. I did save all the drills from other paintings, so I do have a good collection of the different variations of the color. Isn't that precious? A little pole in his boat. Looks like he's got his little things to put his fish in. Sure, he has a snack somewhere. But don't these paintings look so lifelike? There is a company that will take a picture, turn it into a canvas that you can diamond paint yourself, and it comes out just like the photograph. Shocking. And I've got several photographs that I want to do of my grandsons in their clothes that they wore for their dance recitals. They are just so cute in those pictures. This one's a Ford truck with the American flag, good old American flag. I would say that's probably either 57 or 72, not sure, truck. A lot of people know by the grill. I don't. I never learned that. I kind of go by the body. Great for a man cave. They like their pictures in there. This is the 50 by 50. That one I just showed you was 50 by 50. These take several weeks, almost a month, because you have to do little squares at a time. And they're in their country clothes. In this picture, great for a playroom. Or cabin. That is it on the diamond paintings. I'm working on one now. I've got several others I'm doing. I do have some other ones because I remembered I did a giraffe. That's my favorite. That's my spirit animal. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Ew. That's my blood sugar going down. I need to eat. Um, I hope you enjoyed these. I know I enjoyed making this for you. If you have a comment, something you're interested in, please comment and let me know. Like and subscribe. I would be very, very happy to discuss with you on that. As you see, I have many, and I want to do many more. Like I said, I can't quit, but I know there'll come to a point where I'll have to. One time I had to stop because my eyesight, we were doing the cataract thing. Now I've got my eyesight back to 2020, and I'm going to keep going. So, like and subscribe. See you on the next one. Bye.